All right. So my lovely people of art. I'm live. Yes, I'm live. Very good. People log in. Ew. People log in. But hold on, people. What is going on tonight? Everybody here? Everybody cool? Yeah. I wanted to change something. Where do I change that now? Oh god. Guys, how are you doing? Oh yeah, I want to change the thumbnail. So I made a different thumbnail now. Yeah, spilling the secret. Save changes. Yes. So for whoever is tuning in actually now can see the actual thumbnail. So we're going to have a special guest tonight. Yes, she's coming on at what did I actually tell her? 8 o'clock. Yeah, so in our 8:15, yeah, in about half an hour, we're gonna have a special guest. Greetings, Ricky Life. Yes, Truck Life. Greetings. Good night. And we have Air Rifle. We have Luvina. Yeah, nice. Blue Mountain Kitchen. Dave. Good night. Larry, big up yourself. High five. Big smile. We got a super chat already. Yo, I love this. I love this because towards my hairstyle, what you guys thinking of this? I was like, oh my god, girl, get yourself together and get out of the water. Fix your head. Carrie Palmer, Puppies Bear Fishing, greetings. Haven't seen you for a while. Salty Locs already in. Nice, beautiful. Peter, Imagine Creativity. All right, people, pick up on yourself. Larry Barrett, high five. Yeah, virtual high five. I love it. Yes, guys, got a super sticker. And so tonight, very cool. I finally, as promised for a long time, that I'm going to invite somebody to my live stream. And yeah, tonight is the night. I will see how that goes. As that's my first time to invite somebody on my live stream. The other day that was with Throp in Negril. So that was very sophisticated by the beach and a big setup. So this is not that as sophisticated with my little blue light in the background, but it's blue, so ocean. Yes, people. But I'm excited. I'm excited for our guest, which is coming on later, because like I'm so inspired by her. So I'm very happy that I can introduce our guest later on, and she's also a YouTuber. Yeah, that's what's up. Rose Garden, good evening. Looking fabulous. Thank you. Blue Mountain Kitchen is waiting on the guest. Yeah, very good. Yeah. The guest is also having dreadlocks. And the guest also is a mermaid. Yes, a lot of things in common here. Yeah, so that's what's up. So if you guys have questions, you can save those questions. So we're definitely going to make a Q&A. So the plan is kind of have her, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes or something like that. A quick catch up, a quick, a quick, spear gun. Um, Introducing definitely to my subscribers so you guys can get to know her, and also head over there and subscribe, and the regular. Yes. You think it's Lee? Okay, guys. So you've been guessing a lot and you were all wrong. But a good guess, like some good ideas. Somebody said Tiffany, like more people actually said Mel, Mixed Mel Beauty. I got a lot of Mixed Mel Beauty. Maybe because I said another mermaid, her name came up a lot. Tiffany came up. Lee. So all mermaids, we are all mermaids. So that is what definitely you guys got right. Yes. But it's actually, she's actually not local. She's not from Jamaica. Maybe I should have said that. Yes, yes. No, it's not Tiffany. And it's not Mixed Male Beauty either. But actually, a good idea. Maybe I should invite these ladies and see if they would come on a live stream one of these days. Good ideas. Good ideas. Yes. Um. So yeah, that's what's up. Also, I went to the hairdresser and I tried something new. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not diving right now, so this works until I go diving. Curtis, greetings. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Cool gamer. Yes, in the house. J-Bot, greetings. Checking in. Very good. Very good. Yes. Yes. So that's what's up. So yes, guys. What's up? So I don't know, guys. Whoever is in Florida and in Cuba, prayers out to you. I hope you made it. I hope there was no major damage in your house and with your friends and family, because this looked crazy. Yes, and I'm just so grateful that this storm passed Jamaica on the outer skirt, so to say, and we only got some rain. Thanks God, because my God, we couldn't have managed that. Telling you. So, yeah, man. So we got a lot of rain. So we're hanging around. Yeah. So I hope you guys are doing good, especially people from the Florida area and Cuba. And I'm not even sure Cayman. I didn't hear anything about Cayman. Cayman people, are they all right? Why I'm not hearing anything? Maybe, I don't know. I'm not hearing nothing. So I guess they're all right. Um, yes. So what we have a lovely hairstyle. Thank you. Hi Jay. Greetings. Beautiful. Thank you. El Citrico Cuba. Greetings. You tuning in from Cuba? How are you guys? Please remember to, yes, guys, please remember, if you just tune in, to give this video a thumbs up. Yeah. And yeah. Yes, we are right in Tampa, Florida. Okay, good to hear. That's really, like, really where it hit. Stella, blessings. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yes, my people. Guys, so it's Thursday. How you guys doing? What's up? What's up? Talk to me. Talk to me. I'm hoping you guys gonna talk when I have a guest, even though I'm gonna ask some questions. But if you guys have some questions, so she's also a diver. Yes. Spearfisher woman. Yes, people. Yes. Much more badass than me though. Like, she's catching some big ass fish. So I'm very curious. I'm definitely having some question for her, and see, it's Indra. No, it's not Indra. Nah. Good idea. Yeah. There's actually another interesting lady. She's from South Africa. Wonder if maybe I can get her also one day on the live stream. Another mermaid. So yeah, so she's also spearfisher woman, and I find it just total interesting, like so cool and very inspiring, especially because she big deal. She shoots all the big fish. Yeah, man. Yes, Blue Mountain. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Now people start to guess right because I say spear fishing, right? Yeah. Now you guys are guessing right. Yeah, man. She's our special guest for tonight. Scheduled for about 8:15 or something. Yeah. So we're gonna wait until some more people gonna come in. So I'm gonna give you guys some time to log on. Baldwin Morrison, greetings. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So that's what's up. So, yeah, guys, are you so? Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. You see, Salty Locs. Now everybody knows. They're guessing right, right? Dreadlocks, spear fishing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, the sea being of course rough and murky recently, and I don't even know if I get to dive. Probably not this weekend because I have a hairstyle. No, no, that's not stopping me. Yeah, yeah. So Dave, how are you doing? How are things on your end? How is the weather? How is the weather? Mm-hmm. Guys, have you seen my last video? What's up with these views? I mean, guys, tell me what's going on. Why are these views so low? I feel away. Maybe I have to do a special live stream just addressing this. I mean, I know it's affecting a lot of YouTubers. I've seen a lot of YouTubers, like big YouTubers, where we're literally like 50% down in views. And nothing changed. Same YouTubers, same way of editing, nothing changed. And just chuck. Like, I'm disappointed. So I don't know. I don't know. I just thought when I started, like you grow your channel, and every time you get the new subscribers and you grow your community, that's basically your base. I did not know that you just fall back like to zero. Because right now I'm having views that was like when I just started out, basically. But look how much I improved on my editing, and I learned, and the quality so much improved. Oh my god, guys, my first video is still on my channel, so you can see like where I'm coming from. Like, oh my god, yes, I still try to learn editing because there's so much in the presenting the video, make it more like visually nice and all of that. So I'm learning about these things, but the views are concerning people, very very concerning. Like, I'm like, what's happening here? People, help me out. What's going on? So I was like, I don't know. But again, I've seen it from other YouTubers. A lot of views drop. And I just find it weird from basically the platform to kind of have the creators like in the dark, like just figure it out. I mean, they want the creators to keep viewers on the platform. I get it, right? So because that's how the machinery works. More viewers, the longer they watch, the longer they stay on the platform. They don't want viewers to go on other platforms. They don't want them to go over to TikTok and Instagram and so on. But then why is so complicated? Just tell us in the analytics what's going on. What do you want us to improve so we can do a better job in? It's just a guess game. It's so much guessing. Then I have a video doing great, then I have the next video same, performing not at all, and then it's perform. I'm like, what do you think? I know it's a real. eye opener because, of course, I'm learning. I'm going 2 years now. Yes, and I don't know. I just thought it's like this, not like this. Yeah. Um. Who is here? NJ, greetings. Who is the guest? I missed it. No man, NJ. The guest has not arrived as yet. Well, the guest has arrived, but it's not time yet. So I'm gonna. The guest is here for scheduled for 8 o'clock or 8:15. Actually, I don't remember what I told her. I think I said 8:15. So I'm gonna wait for some more people to log in and come in, and then and then see if she's ready. So yes, so this is kind of the YouTube journey, which is I just I don't understand why is it. I mean, and I have no problem again, for journeys are difficult. The obstacle is the way. Yes, we learn, we grow through ups and downs. But sometimes if you don't know what you don't know, like that's kind of so difficult. Like you don't know what the problem is. You don't know, and that I think makes this platform a little challenging. I think it would be much better if they had a better analytics to tell us, or systems in place to tell the creator why and what. Right? Yeah, we know thumbnail, we know title, and then of course the editing, but then you will see some things which are against what they say supposed to work, like certain titles or certain thumbnails, and the video still performs well. So yeah, so I don't know. NJ, how you doing? How is everything on your end? Is it raining? It actually was raining in Kingston. Yes, 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 yes. So yeah, give this video a like, and also give the video a like when when I'm uploading a video, because this is, as I said, concerning. I don't know why the videos are not performing the way they should. Please touch my turtle. You have a turtle? Gorgeous always. Thank you. Thank you. I'm listening. Yes, yes. So guys, let me know. Let me know. Talk to me. Nobody's talking to me. What's going on here? Why is this chat so silent? And we have 30 people in the live stream. That's good. Misty, I think your videos are not being recommended by YouTube as much as they used to. Exactly. No, that's the thing. But why? Like, what's the reason? Why are they not getting recommended? Because it's not like that I'm changed. It's not that as a matter of fact, I'm improving. I'm adding every video. There's something thing which I might do better, which I improve, which So then why are they not getting recommended all of a sudden? Like, what's going on? Oh, the turtle beside. Yeah, that's so cute. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, guys, if you know anything, I mean, as a subscriber, as a viewer, definitely you can support the content creator. Make sure like you like the video, you leave a comment, and it keeps the engagement going. And if you see that the video is not doing well, feel free to share the video with your friends, and so it will help boost the entire engagement a little bit, because there's a lot of work going in these videos. And thanks God I love what I'm doing, because all right, I always knew when they said, oh, whenever you choose whatever you do, make sure you love what you're doing and so on, because YouTube can become difficult. And now I understand why. Because if I wouldn't enjoy what I'm doing, like I would be like very demotivated, because if you put in so much work and then there's no return, you'd be like, well, what a lot of time gone into poof, nothing. So But I really enjoy what I'm doing. I really enjoy highlighting the beauty of Jamaica, showing the underwater world to the viewers, and the recipes sometimes. So the next video is actually with, again, a recipe, a nice Ital recipe. Yeah, I think it's algorithm. A lot of YouTubers I watch don't come up even though I'm subscribed. Right. So you see, Misty, that's very interesting because that's the thing. It doesn't add up. Like I would, and that's why I'm so surprised because even though, all right, not every video has to have like tremendous views, but I would have expected at least a certain base, like there that I had built up a certain base of subscribers that I can say, all right, my average is maybe 10, 20, 30,000 or something. But how can the average just drop to nothing? Like, where are the subscribers? But then again, like I hear that people are that YouTube is not even suggesting the videos to those who are actually subscribed. Like, hello? So, and this is actually true because even myself, some YouTubers I follow, sometimes I literally have to type in their name because I'm like, I haven't seen anything. So I type in their name and then voila. So probably that is definitely maybe one reason why all of a sudden it's not working for some YouTubers. It does work for some YouTubers. Like as always, some have no issues at all. But I do know, I've been observing a lot of YouTubers, they dealing with right now a lot of missing views. Or I don't know. Ricky Life, thank you. I think, yeah. Wagwan, Jess, I came to Jamaica. I was looking for you in Portland. I went Spanish Bridge River. That water was so deep. Oh, nice. The Bakers. Lovely. How did you like it? Did you jump off the bridge? Leslie, I don't know what's going on, but love watching your channel. And I see in the lobster video. Respect. Thank you, Leslie. Guys, but then I have a core subscriber here, and I love you guys. Guys, I love you because you keeping me motivated. You are leaving the nice and lovely comments, and then I read all of them. So really, guys, you keep me going. Like I'm like, yes, I have some people enjoying my content, so let me keep creating content, go out there and video everything. Good night and greetings from Sherman Lacroix. Greetings. The same man. Hi, greetings. In Gabi, I think YouTube is up to something. They are not notifying people when the videos go up. Right. Yes. They definitely are on to something. So right now, the only thing is it's not affecting like everybody right through the board. I still see some YouTubers, they haven't seen any change. So I'm not sure why, like what's the difference? Why some YouTuber are affected and why are some not affected? So but yeah, definitely I'm not sure because I see a lot of things about shorts. They're figuring out the shorts thing, and I don't even know why they're messing with shorts. Like, come on. TikTok is TikTok. Just I don't understand why they just focus on YouTube to be just the best YouTube platform the way it was for long form content and just make this so perfect that people actually really enjoying this type of content. Why every platform tries to do everything? Like Instagram tried the IGTV, then they tried longer format, then they tried this and that. In TikTok tries long format or more minutes now, and then YouTube tries to go into the short content. I'm like, just own your thing. I don't know, guys, let me know. Yes, AJ Born, pick up yourself. Grace the green chick, oh my god, love the locks, thank you. Yes. All, and I have a look here, so much things going on today. I have this, I got it today. It's a Jamaican map. Yeah. Russian Adventure J is so true. Yes, AJ Born, Ricky, respects. Yes, you are doing a good job. Thank you, Livina. I love your channel and content. Big Jessica. The water was very cold. A girl almost drowned that day. Oh my God, really? Ooh. Actually, even when I was there, one girl almost drowned, and she was like very, like, it was a very big person. So, and then she was in this, what do you call it, like in what do you call it, like she was in a, like a floaty, like those float, like a donut, like a donut floaty. And she I don't know what happened, but she kind of went into the deep, and then she kind of went through the donuts, and all of a sudden she tried to hang onto her donut, but it's, these donuts can be quite slippery. And then she's, all of a sudden she's there struggling, and somebody jumped in to try help her, and da, 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 da. So like that was close because, you know, again, she was very, very heavy. So if the donut wouldn't have been there, and if she wouldn't have managed to somehow grab on that donut, the person couldn't have helped her. So anyway, we were all, the day was good. We were blessed. Nothing happened because, oh my God, like nobody wants to, But yeah. And then actually somebody from there said that it happens actually quite often that some people who cannot swim get too much to the deep and then nearly drown. So guys, if you cannot swim, please stay out of the deep. It happens just too often that people want to enjoy themselves and they because, all right, if you cannot swim and there is a river, the river has like an incline, and you slip or you feel like you're above and there's a stone, and then you make one step, and all of a sudden you in the deep and you panic and you go so, or the current takes you so. That is seconds. And if you cannot swim, it's just, you just don't want to be there. You don't want to be near where it can be too deep quickly, right? So, and the other thing is, there are swimming classes all over the place, especially in Kingston. Sign up for a swimming class, and you can learn how to swim. I know two people, they were in their late 20s. I think one she was 27, and the next person I think was 29, going 30. So yeah, and they learned how to swim. It took them 1 year from no swimming to actually like confidently go into the open water. When I say ocean, like on the boat, go out and jump off, and they are comfortable. Yes, so it's possible. It's really possible if you put your mind to learning. So swimming is not, it's not like, I don't know, gymnastics. And if you don't learn gymnastics from when you are 5 years old, like there's no way you will ever be able to do a split and a backflip and all these things. Swimming is not like that. Swimming is something you can learn at any age if you put your mind to it. So yes, people, sign up for a class, and it's definitely a good thing to go. Oh yay, James! Guys, hold on. I got a super chat. Get you some coffee, Jess. How you been? Well, now that I can get the coffee, I'm great. Thank you so much, James. Big up yourself. High five. Yay. I love those super chats. Thank you. So you see, guys, so my channel is, I don't know what's going on with my channel. I don't know why it's not performing, but I have amazing subscribers who are very supportive on my live stream and actually save me. Yes. Save my drowning channel. So yeah, man, people. Love you, you see? Yes. Spearfish with Ordain, greetings. Hey, lock and load. Spearfish with Ordain, loving the hairstyle. Thank you. I went to the hairdresser. I was like, I cannot always look like a cave woman. Just dive in. Hailments, Jamaican anglers, greetings. Big up yourself. Anthony, Orain, freestyle adventure. Yes, nice. All right. Willis, greetings. They say, man, can't understand why people can't swim and go into the water. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's a thing out here, you know. It's a thing. Yo, people in Jamaica, and there is not a little bit, they will actually even jump off the bridge, jump off rocks, and they cannot swim. Very brave people. Yeah, they do that. So, but yeah, it's just it's not worth it, people. UTech swimming class are free. Oh, really? Guys, look at that. Thank you so much. I did not know. Yo, I did not know. Oh my God, I need to highlight this. Guys, look at this. I did not know. UTech, that's in Kingston, you can learn swimming for free. Thank you so much for sharing that. So they are, of course, at the swimming pool at the stadium. You have swimming class over there. You have YMCA. You have classes over there, and then you have some other classes, and then you even have some swimming teacher. If you were like, I know they also do like private sessions with people who have a pool, and then they kind of meet up, kind of vibe. So because there are some gated like communities where have a pool and then they meet up there. So I know this is happening as well for some people. So there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. They, so yeah. So become a mermaid, learn how to swim, or an aquaman. Tina, I go on vacation. I also get my hair done regularly. I don't get in the water unless it's a shower. Yeah, yes. Jim, they learn real fast how to swim. Yeah, well, some just like do this paddling like this, and so it will just help them to maybe get to A to B if it's not too long and da, 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 da. But that's just a very risky thing, and the chances for you to panic is just way too high, because if it's just something not going your way, oh Lord. So yeah, so that's the thing. Do you still train karate in Jamaica? No, I'm currently not training. It's just difficult in terms of like the classes have resumed since summer, but the time when they are, so it's not working for me. Yes, so yeah. And now I spend a lot of time learning how to edit videos. So if I'm not learning how to edit videos, I'm actually editing a video. So, and I work. So after work, I'm mainly, something with on my computer working or figuring out something. And it takes me some time usually to get these videos together. And I try to drop a video once a week at least. So I have to, basically, because that's how I can maintain the channel. Yeah. 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 So that's how it goes. You have paid session also, but most times it's done freely once a person is willing to learn. This is so cool, guys. Again, spread the word. If you know anybody who wants to learn, look here. UTech has swimming class. Yeah. So yeah, I really would love to see much more people feeling comfortable in the water. Um, the earlier, if you have young children, send them to swimming school. Find somebody who can teach them how to swim, so that they are also less likely to be in a situation when they go play by the river with the other kids, that anything accident can happen, so that's not likely to happen. So give them the tools. So if you send them to swimming class if you can, or figure out in your area what's there. There are people around who can swim and can teach. So Yeah, that is that. Jessica, your videos are super good. So that's what people are saying, but the views are not, like, the views have dropped, and the videos are not getting out. The videos are not pushed to my subscribers or to anyone, as a matter of fact. So it's just stalling, like, just nothing. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, are they, what, like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. It's just weird. Um, and that's the thing. I know I'm not the only creator. I heard other creators saying the same thing. And I mean, I heard much bigger creators going through the same thing. And some creators already are full time. I'm not a full time YouTuber, you know. Thanks God. Imagine if I had left my little job who pays my rent. If I did left that, I would be in some serious trouble, you know. So I kept my job, which pays my rent and pays my bills, but that's it. So, you know, so I really want to build this channel, but it's I'm just thankful I never, you know, because yeah. So there are bigger channels. They are full time, and so if they have a 50% drop in views, it will affect them like crazy, like all of a sudden, like how they pay their bills, because there is a lot of cost involved in a channel in the back end, you know. So if you know what it is, or if you have tips and tricks to what I could do better or different in now see, you see, that's the problem. I don't really, like, you see, if you know what the problem is, you can change it and solve it and then get better. But if you don't know what the problem is, it's hard to solve it. So and I think that's what I really think this platform is weird. Too many don't know where it is. Okay, somebody shared with me, or even Mr. Beast, right? So I heard Mr. Beast saying the same thing. It's all in the numbers. It's all in the numbers. The number tells you everything. Basically, what they're saying, so you have an analytics in the back end where it says, all right, your click-through rate, so you can actually see immediately how the video is performing and the percentage of how many viewers leave your video in the first 30 seconds. So that's supposed to be at like 70 or 80% for the video to get pushed further. So if you see that that's not happening, something you have to change in your editing, right? But it still doesn't add up, because I see people, again, I'm okay, with me, I can say, all right, there's things I can do, but I've seen other channels, big channels, and they still have the same issue. So it's a little faulty. But again, I mean, Mr. B said it too. Look at the analytics and make sure that, you know, thumbnail is great, your intro is great, you hook the viewer immediately, and blah 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 blah. So yeah, we'll see, guys. I need to hook you guys better in my videos. Is the hairstyle hooking enough? Oh, this is so funny. Yeah. All right, let's see what's going on here. What time is it? All right. In 5 minutes, we're gonna have our, oh, nice. She's here. So we're gonna get Salty Locs into the live stream in a couple of minutes. Let me make sure that I am up to speed with this chat. Possession, what? You have paid session. Okay. Nice. Yes. Super good. Thank you. Videos make me feel being in Jamaica. Oh, thank you, Seaman. Seaman, make sure if you have other friends or people you know, share the videos. Share them to other German viewers. Share it with your friends. Tell them, go and support the lady. Watch her. Oh, by the way, yeah. So you need to watch the advertisement. So, all right. One last thing, and then we're going to get our subscribers in. So the YouTube is basically free for everybody, right? Which, how great is that? You know, you don't pay for all this content. And I know some people are very annoyed by advertisement, right? But for it to be free, this advertisement, that's just how it goes. Somewhere has to give, right? But if you understand that advertisement is actually a way how you can actually enjoy free content, but you need to actually watch. You don't have to watch the entire advertisement, only like 30 seconds into the advertisement, then you can click off. And if you do that, if you understand how it works, that's how you, the very video you are watching, that's how you actually support that video. You're watching it, you enjoy it, so 30 seconds of the advertisement goes towards that video you are watching. So it's like a win-win. You don't have to pay, you just have to watch the advertisement. And that's the way the creator gets support. That's the way that the whole platform can work. So maybe just to help you how to maybe also look at advertisement. Yes, it's annoying, but you can click it off after 30 seconds. So yeah, so if you do that, that's how you support your creator. Hey JC, love your hair, looking very beautiful today. Blessings from Texas. Thank you so much. Greetings to Texas. Shermel, you look pretty. Thank you. When are you going to get your next video? Well, my last video, which I put so much work into it and I have almost no views on it. I don't even know if I want to put up really a video right now, because I'm like, why people should basically watch what I have there. Yeah, you can understand where I'm coming from. So it's like I put out a video and it's stalling. So I need people to go and watch that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to invite my first guest on my live stream, and I'm very excited. And I see she's here. She's ready. She's all set up. All right, guys. All right. So how do I actually do that? Hold on. Oh, yeah, I have options. So I have left, right, or two. I think two looks good, like full screen. Add to the stream. Hey. Hi.
Hey.
Audio works.
All right. You hear me good?
Easy. Hey. All right, guys. This is Salty Locs. Welcome to the live stream. Good to see you.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, we both got our hair done. The weather.
Right? The weather.
Out the water for a little while.
So we were like, okay, we have to make the best of this, that we are out of the water, and take care of our hair.
Correct,
right? Right. So guys, so this is Salty Locs, and what I want you guys to do, she has a YouTube channel, and I'm sure I'm gonna ask her a question, then I'm gonna put in the link so you can go over there and support her, because we all need support, and her channel needs support as well. So I want to get that off the chest right now. But she's very dope. So Salty Locs, tell us and my viewer who don't know you as yet, who are you and what is your channel about?
Well, okay, my name is Salty Locs. I am originally from St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. So I'm an island girl, just like yourself, mermaid. I love to dive. I do a lot of scuba diving. I do some free diving as well, but mainly spearfishing when we do both. I love the water, so I love to bring everyone with me on the adventures. You never know what's going to happen, and I love that part of it. And I think people like you were speaking about, people can't swim but still want to be able to explore the underwater world, and that's what it's about.
So is that on your island there, is it the kind of same phenomenon? You guys also have a lot of non-swimmers?
Yeah, I think that's an island thing, We have a lot of swimmers, but you do have a great bit of the population that just cannot swim, which, it's very weird to me, living on an island. I think everybody should learn how to swim, at least a little bit, enough to save yourself, right?
Yes. So how did you get into swimming?
Oh, my whole family swims. That we spend our days at the beach.
Mhm.
Every weekend is at the beach, beach parties. Just everyone's in the water all the time. So all the kids know how to swim just through being there all the time.
Mm,
Never had to really do any official swimming lessons. It's just something that happens.
mm.
Yeah.
So how you got into diving now? Like getting this more serious, more like badass diving.
Well, diving now, I've always wanted to, but I never really had the time to. But when I found out that my oldest brother was certified, he got certified back in like 1998, 99. And I found out about it like about, I want to say in like 2006 or so. And I basically asked him to take me with him. So he, along with my other brother, we went diving in St. Thomas, and I was hooked from there. Yeah.
Oh, so that would have been scuba diving?
That the first thing was scuba diving. I mean, I snorkel and I can free dive a little bit, but I
Mm-hmm.
never got into anything other than just looking around, going down, coming back up. It's not until I got into scuba diving that everything else came into play.
Mm.
Yep.
So is a hobby for you the diving, or because I see you do a lot. Like you have your own equipment, or is this?
Yes, I have all my own equipment. You can't dive as much as I do and rent equipment. You will go broke. You will go broke because I dive every weekend if I can. Once weather is permitting and I don't have any other obligations. I'm diving on the weekend. So, shortly after getting my certification in scuba diving, we pretty much, myself and my other brother who lives here with me, we got our own equipment because we're like, I think we're gonna do this pretty often, and
Mhm.
I think going scuba diving was probably gonna run you about $85 or so to get everything. You get like your mask and your snorkel and fins, but everything else, all that other equipment, you would have to rent.
Yeah.
So we were pretty quick on pretty much getting all our equipment except for tanks.
Mhm.
The tanks was the last thing that I purchased, but all
Mm.
the other equipment that's necessary for scuba diving, we did that pretty much right away.
Ah. So
Yeah.
the boat rented?
You can do charters, so that's how I started. I did it from the beach mostly. We do a lot of shore diving, but in Florida and St. Thomas, you have boats that take you out specifically for scuba diving. So
Mm.
but as that's another cost. So
Yeah.
you rather beach diving saves you on money.
Mhm.
But yeah, I do have a boat now, so we go out on the boat pretty often.
This is so
Yeah.
dope. So this is in St. Thomas or
I
in
go back and forth. I live in Florida, but I am in St. Thomas very regularly.
Florida? How was the storm? Like you
This area fared well because I'm in South Florida and it kind of took a turn up north. So it
thank
was a lot
God.
of rain and wind, but nothing serious.
Mm. Nice, nice. I love it. Guys, so this is Salty Locs and she's my inspiration, guys. Yes. So she is just like, I don't know, one day I want to spare So I have never spared nothing bigger than a 1 pound fish. I've been
Oh, wow.
witnessing it. I've
Yes.
been there with the guys shooting. Actually, my recent dive, they shot another, how much pound? I don't know, some 7, 8 pound snapper. And I was right there, and that's what that was really cool. But you, girl, you are really, really. So this is how we got into spearfishing.
So spearfishing, we started scuba diving, right? And I was just, I just go, you make bubbles, and that's all you do. You leave, you look around at all the fish. So the first thing I did was learn how to identify the fish because I took my GoPro, I got a GoPro pretty quickly, and I always wanted to know what is it that I'm looking at, because sometimes I would show people a video and they'd be like, what kind of fish is that? I don't
Mhm.
know. So that was one of the first things that I did. I did the classes. I got a book, learned how to identify all the different fish. And my brother, who I got certified along with, decided one day that he wanted to get a spare gun. So we like went half on a spare gun, right? I don't know anything about spare fishing. He just picked a gun, went in a dive shop and he picked a gun. It was a really small one. When I tried to pull the band, I was like, there's no way I'm doing this underwater. you know. So I was like, you take the spare gun, I'll keep the camera, and we'll just do that. But then I got a pole spare, right? So it's
Yeah.
like, the stick, you got the rubber
Mhm.
band. That's a lot easier. You don't have to reload, So I got this pole spare and I started sparing lionfish.
Right.
So that's how it started. But I mean, the first time that I actually used the spare gun, that was it.
Yeah. No.
He loaded it for me the first time, and like I didn't know how to reload the wires or anything like that. I gave it
Yeah.
back to him, but I mean, the first time I shot, it was over. It was over,
Mhm.
and I don't think I've really
Buy
entered
pole
the water
spear.
without a pole spare or a spare gun since. You
Yeah.
know, yeah.
So so how was so I'm still struggling with my I miss a lot. So how was that for you? Did the sure, like how did you improve on the target thing?
I think lionfish is a very good starter fish for anyone getting started on spear fishing. They don't have any natural predators, so they have
Mhm.
no idea that they're in danger, and they pretty much keep still unless you spook
Mhm.
them and they take off really quickly. So that's a good way to start. It's like target practice, right? It's kind of like
Yeah.
having that paper and being able to. So that I think that's a good start, and then sometimes they move, so you do have the little challenge sometimes of
Yes.
keeping behind of them. So that's a good way to start. You have your slower fish like the hogfish is kind, we called it dumb because it kind of just along with groupers. So those are like your starter fish.
Yeah.
Those I would say practice on those first, and your aim is sure to get better as time goes along.
So it's interesting. So the hawkfish, which I just learned recently, actually from
Mhm.
you had posted that on
Right.
Instagram. I was like, what is this fish?
Yep.
And then no, and then when it came up the other day again in the chat, and then other people are like, you guys have hawkfish, and I'm like, I don't know, do we have? So I asked some of my fellow spear fishermen, I'm like,
Mhm.
you guys have shot any hawkfish? And they were like, they did, but they haven't seen them
Seeing
like
them, yeah,
long time. So they always almost said like they're not really in our waters, as in
they're not plentiful. Yeah.
not plentiful. Yeah,
Hmm.
like you have to be very lucky
Right. The,
to spear one here.
it's actually kind of like that in St. Thomas Virgin Islands as well. I didn't even know anything about hogfish until I started sparing in Florida. We
Mm.
do have a good bit of hogfish, but like here has regulations. They have to be a certain size in order to shoot them. It started off being like 12 inches, now it's 16 inches. So they have to be a certain size for us to spare it. So I'll see them all the time, but they might not be big enough for me to actually shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, but St. Thomas, I mean, I really didn't even know there was any hogfish in St. Thomas until I looked back on one of my old videos and saw a
Oh,
baby
and then
hogfish, and
yeah.
yeah, so our population is not very high there either. So I guess I don't
Mm.
know, maybe it's an island thing. The Bahamas has a lot of hogfish though.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
we need to go there.
Hey, we have a couple trips that we need to make.
I can't go to the States right now. Maybe we have to meet in the Bahamas. I mean, for
That could work. That could work
until they
until
make
we get to do St. Thomas in
traveling
Florida.
easier for the islanders to visit. Right now,
Yes.
there's no visas issued until 2024 or something like that.
Oh
Some
man.
madness. But yeah,
So
maybe we
maybe
can go
maybe
to Bahamas.
Bahamas would be our best option
Yeah, and then
for
eat
now.
hogfish because so guys, she said hogfish tastes delicious, and everybody else I asked said that the hogfish tastes
Oh yeah.
delicious. So now I want the hogfish. So the other, so yeah, the skin fish, triggerfish seems to be another nice fish to
Triggerfish.
shoot.
Yes, that's
Yes.
another
I guess
easy.
the
Yep,
hawkfish kind of moves the same way.
pretty much. They
Yeah.
kind of right there until you have to like almost hit them in order for them to take off. you
Hmm.
know, or you have to be really crazy in order for they're yeah.
So and then there's another challenge, guys. And I slowly improved, but to set the gun, like I was like first time I was like, what? the heck? Like, I could not set the gun. I got a little bit better. Because what size is your gun? Looks like a
I
pretty big.
have I have a hundred centimeter gun, and a my other one is what, like 46 inches. The wooden gun is about 46 inches. Now, when I got my first gun, I got a custom gun. I went to the guy who actually makes the guns, and
Yeah.
he decided what bands would be good, and I loaded it there to make sure that I could
Mm.
load it and all of that stuff. So that's how that worked out for me. So that first gun that I have, which is about, I think it's 101 centimeters,
Mhm.
um, was a custom made gun. So the bands, I was able to load the bands with no problem. They're thick enough, they're long enough to actually get the job
And
done.
still have enough power.
Yes, yes, and still have power. Correct, correct.
I have 100 and something now. I cut it
Mhm.
a little bit. I was at the barrel was 110, but I cut it a little bit, so it's probably 100 or something now.
Yeah, because on the shorter side, so my hand reach is not, my arm reach is not that, so I need a gun around that size. Not, I can't do anything too much bigger than that.
So I do have a long reach, but it's like
Mhm.
when I reach about here,
That
like
strength, yeah, that.
holding nothing, like zero, phew, no
Like,
strength. So I don't know what's going on there. So I maybe have to do some more push-up.
I was in St. Thomas the other day, and I used, because I didn't bring my gun with me, so I
Mhm.
used my brother's wooden gun, but his is like 56 inches. And by the time I got here, it's like, nope, it can't go anymore. And I'm a pretty strong girl.
Yeah. So that competition, do they rent guns? Like because traveling with, or you have experience
Well, the
traveling with
the
guns?
with the competition, I brought my own guns. I traveled with my guns. I have a thing called, what is that called? A Garrett. I don't remember the name of it exactly, but it holds at least maybe three guns.
So Jamaica was the only country you had issues with traveling with a gun?
Yeah. I'm not having it.
So it's a Jamaican thing. So you think with the Bahamas you could travel with it?
Well, no, in the Bahamas, you have to use a pole spare.
I don't want to
You have to
know.
use a pole spare. So,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's an international thing, to be honest with you. Not necessarily just Jamaica, but I think the smaller, the more international islands, probably do have some regulations on traveling. We'd have to look into each one that we travel to.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. But
Mm.
St. Thomas is a U.S. territory, so that's why I don't have a problem traveling with that.
Oh, yeah. So if you
Mhm.
are in the States and traveling from the States, then that wouldn't be an issue then.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Hmm.
Interesting. Interesting. That's so cool. I don't know. Let me see if guys, do you have a question? If you do have a question, please, Salty Locs, what's the deepest? Oh, here I have a question for you. What's the deepest you've gone while scuba diving?
Scuba diving, I've done 130 feet. Yeah.
That's
That was
deep.
there was a shipwreck that I went to. That was
Ooh.
the bottom. Yep.
Was it worth it? Was it big?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's actually called the Lady Luck. It's an artificial shipwreck. They intentionally sank it. Prior
Oh.
to sinking it, they did a lot of like monuments on it. So they have like the shark, that's a poker dealer. Like, I think the octopus is like a poker dealer. The shark plays, whatever, like, and there's a mermaid serving drinks. So there's a lot of picture taking opportunities. So I was on it the first time they sank it. I went on the shipwreck the next day, so I got
Mm.
to experience it at its beginning. And now it's been a couple years, and it's really fun to see how the coral and stuff have grown on it, and what kind of life dropping an artificial shipwreck really brings.
But if it was on purpose, why so deep?
We have a lot of different ones. The Pompano Beach is known as Shipwreck Park. So
Yeah.
there are different shipwrecks at different levels. So you have shipwrecks for the beginner diver, you have shipwrecks for the more advanced, and I mean, you have shipwrecks for the tech divers. I haven't even been to those. They're a
Mm.
lot deeper, like 150, or more. So
Hmm.
there's something for everyone here.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Nice, nice. Interesting. You have a video about that on your channel?
And I don't have one up, but I can put one up. I have so much video, I just haven't edited. That's
Um,
part of the race, right?
yes, yes. So, other question. In diving, what was maybe your craziest experience for you personally?
Craziest
Crazy or
experience.
dangerous or I don't know.
About a few
Or both.
dangerous. um, I think that the best one, I would say, it was a little bit of danger, a little bit of comedy at the same time. Was a hammerhead. Um, we had my nephew and my oldest brother come up here and spent a couple days spearfishing. And on the very first day that we go down, because my nephew was about, I would say, maybe 17 at the time. He'd been diving with me a couple times in St. Thomas, maybe once or twice up in Florida. And the very first trip that we went on, we got into a head to head with a hammerhead shark, kind of circling us. And I do have a video of that. It's a hilarious video because you get the raw emotion of my 17-year-old nephew explaining what had just happened to him once he got back on the boat. It's like, his life flashed before his eyes.
Oh my.
He used my brother as a shield. He dropped the fish. I had to go pick the fish up, and he's looking at me like, why would you go pick up the fish? I wasn't trying to give the shark a free meal.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
right.
yeah. you
That's
know
a
I,
spearfisher thing, I guess.
right. I'm not gonna unless I feel like I'm under a threat for real.
Yes.
I'm not gonna give up the fish just because there's one in the area, because if that's
Yeah.
what we're gonna do, we'll never have any fish.
Or because what I've seen so far, you kind of like sometimes they're just not on a hunting spree. Like they're kind of just there.
That's it. I mean, we're in their world, right?
Yes.
So we swim by, they happen to be passing by. That's their that's
Hmm.
their place.
Right, right.
Most of the time they're not, especially with scuba divers. I don't think they're really paying much attention to us. We're down there just like they are. Unless I'm spearfishing, right?
Yeah,
Which I am doing most of the time.
yeah.
So you just kind of keep an eye on them. You pay attention to their behavior. Is it aggressive behavior, or are they just swimming by? You know
Hmm.
so that was the difference. My nephew isn't versed in shark encounters. The only thing he used to see was nurse sharks, which was true for me too for quite a while,
Hmm.
until we start running into more and more different types of sharks, bull sharks, hammerheads. you know
I have never encountered a hammerhead, so I probably would
no
be like your nephew.
Yeah, and you never really know what that was one of the biggest questions anytime anybody found out what I do. And they're like, oh, aren't you scared of sharks? I was like, no, I don't know. I've never really had an encounter with a shark. We normally see nurse sharks. They don't really bother, well, until lately. Like I told you the other day,
Yeah, right.
sharks have become a little pesky, but they're not dangerous in the sense of, so my answer was always, well, I don't know, because I only see nurse sharks, and I don't really see sharks, and if I have, it's been at a distance. They haven't
Hmm.
come towards me, you know and then it happens. And it happened more and more often ever since that first time. It could just be because I spearfish more often than I used to before. I don't know.
Hmm.
But you know I like I said, you pay attention to their behavior, and that's how
Hmm.
you know whether it's something you need to worry about or not.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
So the only time I ever even felt, I would say, threatened is when I happened to have just caught a fish, and I looked up and there was a hammerhead coming straight in for me. And as soon as he got like within, I would say, maybe a foot and a half, he did this, like, just turn immediately. So yeah.
And
What do
so
you?
you see, it's so interesting because sometimes you actually don't even know how you're gonna react because it just never
Correct.
happened. And the little nurse is there, the little sharkies, they're just cute, and you're like, yeah. But if you do see something big like that, you'll be like,
Like, what do you do, right?
what do you do? Like, am I that badass, cool, like hands on my
Right.
nose on the top? Like,
Exactly. Exactly. And I have to say, I've kept my cool. I've kept my cool pretty good. I mean,
yeah.
there was one time that there was a really big hammerhead, and I turned, I had this feeling, you just feel like somebody's watching you. I had just put my fish down, just to adjust my gear because and I had shot and reloaded my gun and all this stuff. I had stuff all over me. So just before I went to go pick it back up again, something said, just look around real quick. And as soon as I did this, there was a hammerhead right behind. When I say right behind me, it was right behind me. And I was like, "Oh," but I kept my cool. Like, other than making that quick noise, I was like, oh, because although you turn around, you didn't know what to expect. It's just like somebody sneaking up on you.
But this was with the tank.
This was with the tank. But like I said, I was spear fishing. I had a fish near me.
Hmm.
So
Air gone. No.
no, it was a quick, like, oh my God, like, where'd you come from?
Yeah.
Because I'm once I catch something, I'm kind of always surveying
Yeah.
around, and so this one kind of just showed up out of nowhere, and it took me by surprise real quick. But like I said, it does the same thing. It kind of comes in and then shoop, goes the other way.
Yeah.
As soon
Checking
as I
out
turned
what's
around, it
going
was
on.
like
Inquisitive. So
yes, very
guys,
inquisitive.
maybe you're not, I don't know if you know, but so Salty Locs actually is scuba diving while she is spearfishing. So
Hmm.
she spearfishes with a tank.
Hmm.
Just for clarification, she is mostly, I
Mostly.
guess, right?
Yeah,
Mostly
mostly
grounded.
I do some free diving as well, but it's
So
mostly
the
um
competition you were the other day, was that free
that
or
was a free diving competition.
that
Yeah.
was free diving?
Hmm.
Hmm. Nice, nice, very interesting. Ah, so that's for the diving, guys. Okay, so somebody's asking if you believe in mermaids,
You seen it? I'm a mermaid. You're a mermaid.
right? What question is this? We are real.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't have any other question. No, no other question. So all right. So we definitely share that same passion. So
Yep.
we're both YouTubers. So how is the YouTube journey been for you so far?
My YouTube journey has been slow. It's I started roughly right after the pandemic because it kind of freed up some time that I would need to even venture into this. I used to do
Mhm.
like little really quick clips just to kind of show people, the really highlights, of
Yes.
stuff, and maybe post it on Instagram or post, a quick picture or something on Facebook. But I decided to actually because you would do the little clips and they'll be like, oh, where's the rest? They want
Yeah.
more. So I was like, why not? Why not? So I started, but it's been slow. Like I said, it's been slow. It's editing is a lot of work. This is no joke.
I
you
can
know
confirm.
yes, it's a lot of work, so don't
Hmm.
look at it like it's something real simple. A lot of work goes into making the content, editing the content, getting it out to you,
Hmm.
even cooking afterwards, which has been a big thing for me because I cook everything I catch, but actually capturing that on camera is a little tough.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm glad you mentioned it because
Yes.
the other day I was like, all right, add some cooking. I actually ended up not videoing it. I was like, the pan over there, the camera over there. I didn't capture this, and I'm like, no, I need to like. I mean,
Yeah.
this cooking video seems so organized, but this actually more difficult. Like the camera set, like the angles, because
And you're
and
moving around, right?
then you there, and then
You need a whole production team for that.
it's yes, and I mean, who always has that there, right,
Right.
available when you are there cooking?
Yes.
Um, so definitely,
Hmm.
so the cooking part. especially indoors. The outdoor now is a
Oh,
little easier, but the indoor, I still have to figure that out actually,
mm-hmm.
in terms of I have to put some thinking into the lighting and how I'm gonna put the camera.
That too. All of those. Yep. All of those things.
Oh man, that's so cool. Yes, people. All right, people. Do we have more question, guys? This is now your time to ask. Salty Locs, do you swim with mermaid tail underwater?
No, I have really long fins though.
Yeah, right.
I use free diving fins.
Okay, yes,
Yes.
definitely. My
Mm-hmm.
God, I had some current the other day. I don't know where I would be without my engines.
Oh yeah. Oh
Whew.
yeah.
Julian asking what software do you use to edit?
I use Premiere Pro.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I use Final Cut.
I've never tried Final Cut.
So what I heard is basically they're the same, pretty much. I mean, Premiere Pro is a little more better,
Mm-hmm.
but
Maybe a
they
few more
from
options.
I know like there are professionals working with both, as in
Right.
like have both their fan base, so to say. But I do think you have a couple of things more improved on
Premiere Pro.
the Premiere Pro. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. Salty Locs, do you have a question?
Well, how did you get started spearfishing?
Exactly same way.
The same way, huh?
Same way.
Someone handed you a gun and that was it.
First the lionfish with
Okay.
a pole spear, and I'm like,
Mhm.
"Oh, this is cool." And then I followed the guys spearfishing, videoing them.
Okay. Oh,
But
okay.
then I was like,
I want in
"Oh,
on this too.
try one time." And then I go, "Wow, this is so cool!" And then I can again, and then I felt like I'm like, "Okay, girl, leave them alone. Like they're on their job. Stop bothering them because
Uh-huh.
they're on their job." So I was like, I can't disturb them every minute. Give me the gun, give me the gun. So then I was like, no, man, I need my
You
own.
need your own,
I need
right?
my own, like because once you shoot, like you want again, like again.
Yep.
Oh, I want again. So I was like, okay, I need my own thing. So I can be there and do my thing while they are out there. I can do my little thing down there and try, Yeah, so I
What
had
was the
to go on the
first
75. Um, yeah.
what
So
was
and
the
then from
first
there, no,
fish that you shot? Do you remember?
yeah, one little doctorfish. And I was so excited. Yeah, and then basically and then all right, no, it started like, oh, you cannot shoot this fish and you can't shoot
Oh
this fish.
yes.
And then the people start to educate me and like, oh my God, we don't shoot parrot, we don't shoot doctor, we don't do this and that. So I'm like, oh my God, okay. So now I got into the whole, the whole
Sustainable living, right?
sustainable living and still
Mhm.
live off the sea. So being in between of, all right, working with nature, but also living of it.
Right.
So then I learned about the different fish and what they are and do, and so personally what I shoot and what I don't shoot, which is very difficult because we already don't have a lot to shoot in that depth, which I can manage.
Okay.
So there's not much to train. So and that's pretty much the challenge. I mean, you see when you was here, there was basically dead,
Yeah.
and that's kind of the situation. So you have first I had to I'm still nowhere, but and it's something to take time to actually free dive on a good depth. It takes just time. It takes time to be able to dive deeper and longer. So I had to work on my dives while of course I try, but then so the lobster helped to actually still do something.
Give you something
Getting
while
the
you out.
lobsters,
Right.
yes. So that's where I'm at. And of course lionfish, but unfortunately,
Unfortunately, right?
it's good, but it's also not good for me because I love them and I would love to see more so I could shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, so the lionfish, but right now I haven't seen them really. They're deeper. So
The deeper. Okay.
yeah, they're deeper. So with the scuba diving, my friend Lee actually said she saw a lot, but definitely like on 80 feet, 100 feet,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere there.
Okay. Yeah, we get them at all sorts of different depths. But yeah, I feel like you when I is like, okay, you didn't see any, that's a good thing, but it's a bad thing for you.
Mm.
Good thing that they're not so many out there anymore.
Yeah, and you see, so I love the ocean. I've always been a water baby.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like, but what I'm doing just at the ocean. Like I want to be at the ocean, but what I'm doing. So now I have something actually to
Something
do.
to do. Right.
Yes.
Right.
So I love the sporty athletic aspect of just I always want to improve my diving. I want to become better. And then of course the beauty. And there's always something. Like there's always a surprise. There's always something. You never know what the
You
dive
never
will
know.
get
That's the
you,
best
right?
part. That's the
That's the
best part.
best part.
Yeah.
So even a lot of times I don't shoot anything, but I'm just there having a great time, videoing turtles, following stingrays, and just be there, um, watching the guys doing their thing because they always shoot something nice. So definitely, I just love be out there. I have another question for Julian. Julian asked, "What's your dream fish?"
Me personally, right now, the kingfish, because it's has eluded me for the last I don't know how many years. I see one in the distance and I just cannot get anywhere near it. They are super fast,
Mm,
and so I hope to one day actually catch up with one. Yeah.
nice, nice, and they're pretty big too.
Yes, yes.
Well, yeah, there's
They
some.
can get pretty big.
Mm. So you shoot barracuda, Roddy? How is that?
Oh
Because
yeah.
in the beginning there was like, oh, be careful with the barracudas, or they come back and bite you, and so I get all these stories with the barras. Um, you have those stories, or do you know people who already got bitten or attacked by a barracuda?
I don't have any attack stories that I know of, no, but I do shoot barracuda. For me, it's just very important where you hit that fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I always aim for like the gill, the jaw. That way, even if it's not a kill shot,
Mm-hmm.
that I am able to still control it.
Mm.
Because once they have such hard heads, the bones or whatnot, the shaft usually gets stuck wherever it is that you shoot it.
Mm.
So if it's in the head, you grab the end of the shaft, which gives you at least what, maybe 3 feet, right?
Mm.
And you have no problem. You just slowly get yourself to the other end and grab hold of it. So I haven't ever had a problem. Now I have had um a what's that really big grouper?
Goliath?
The Goliath grouper. I've
Goliath.
had a Goliath grouper try to take a barracuda from me.
Really?
Yes, yes. And it was successful in that the barracuda was able to wiggle itself off after almost going down the Goliath's throat. So I did lose my fish, but yeah, I've never had a barracuda attack me, but I've had a Goliath take my barracuda from me.
Right. That's so interesting. Oh my God, because to me those groupers are just so chill. I
They
can't
are.
imagine
It was
their.
an easy meal. It was an easy meal. And it was my fault because I had a fish in my hand already.
Mhm.
So I wasn't able to like really grab hold of the barracuda as swiftly as I would have needed to in order to avoid that. So it basically took advantage of the situation. Can't
Mm.
blame it, right? It was in the area, it saw the struggle, and it was like easy meal, you
And
know?
he's like, easy meal.
Yep.
I don't know, even the sharks, they're just lazy. I'm always like, you guys are so powerful, strong, fast, and you come and, want to fish from us. Poor.
It's too funny.
Oh man. This is
So
so
that,
cool.
I my son dives as well. So he just turned 14 in August. So he spearfishes as well. He doesn't go out as often now because
Yeah.
teenager,
14.
teenager.
Yeah.
But he does the same. He can dive. He can spearfish. He
This is
lobsters.
so
I've showed him
cool.
how to do all of those things. So it's a family activity.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love, love, love this. Yes, people. So this is Salty Locs in the chat. Spearfisher woman. Yes, another mermaid here. Very interesting, guys. I love it. And I'm like, just like one day I want to be like she. Shoot these big fish. But I'm working on it. Guys, if you have any question, let me know. Let me see. No questions so far. Hope somebody did. Hope somebody else is eating all that fish. Fish.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
we eat everything we catch.
Oh,
Everything we
absolutely.
catch.
Fish out here right now, the prices are through the roof. It's so expensive to eat out here in restaurants and like fish and lobster.
Hmm.
So expensive. Like I'm like, thank God I can shoot my own.
That's my grocery shopping for
Oh
sure.
yeah,
Yep.
it's crazy. So yes, people, let me know if you have a question. Salty, do you believe hunters should start off with a pole spear first, then move to a gun?
Yeah, I think that's one of the best ways, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think too.
Yeah.
And we both started that way, Julian.
Yep.
We both actually started with a pole spear first,
Hmm.
and then from there moved on to the gun. My question again, how long you ladies can hold your breath? Sorry, Baker, I probably missed that question. All right. How long? Salty.
Me, probably a minute and a half, roughly between that and like 145 at the moment.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
All right, people, I'm not there yet.
Hmm.
So I am at a minute and a bit. It kind of depends. It's very funny. It very varies on the day. My I don't know. Sometimes I'm just better than other days, and then also what I see. I don't know. It's very funny. Like I'm getting very good if
That
there's
extra motivation.
yeah, yo, like is there like there's a
Hmm.
lobster I need to get out or something. All of a sudden I'm like, I'm still down here. Like
Yep.
I forget that there's air. I'm so focused with my thing. And actually I had a video where I was like, how long was that? So like I was start because I have no idea. I don't have a watch. I don't know. I don't look at it. So I actually never know really where I'm at.
Yeah, maybe the best way
There,
is to
I
use
was
your
like, all
video.
right, let me see from when I left and then when I came up. And so
Right.
that was really my first minute and probably 15 something. And I'm like,
Mm.
I did that. But yeah, that's yeah. I definitely need to improve much more. Um I mean static, if I'm just on the bed, I go
Oh,
like 2 minutes.
oh yeah.
So, but again, guys, static breath hold and breath hold in the water where you actually are very active. You set your gun, you use your energy to get down
Down.
where you want to go, and you look around. So there's a lot of things you have to be able to do. Keep your heart rate down. Try to use as less energy while you go down. So there are techniques of a smooth ascent and so on. And so there's a lot of little things to improve your breath hold while down there, and all these affects actually your breath hold. So yeah, for us, you know, we just try to get the fish. Like if it's on a ship. And then of course the pressure of the air sometime is another thing. So yeah,
Clearing out your ear, that
clearing
affects,
can use
yeah.
energy sometimes,
Hmm.
you know.
But like you said, the best way is to be distracted. So
Yeah.
you're more thinking about that lobster versus, oh, I need to go back up to get air,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the biggest things.
Yeah. Is it dangerous to scuba alone or should always have a partner? Any accidents? Wayne asking.
You should definitely always have a partner.
Yeah.
Um Accidents wise, I've never had an accident, but I've been around people who maybe got decompression sickness.
Mm.
So, that's like the feeling of aches in your body when you're on the boat, maybe some dizziness and stuff. So I know someone who needed to go into a hyperbaric chamber to,
Mm.
get all the nitrogen out of their body and stuff like that.
Mm.
So it can happen, but you definitely always want to go with a partner. You should buddy up just the same way that you do with free diving.
Mm-hmm.
You should definitely always have someone, because you never know.
You
It
never
could
know.
be anything. It could be a shark. It could be rope. You could get caught on something. It could be anything.
Blackout.
Blackout. Yeah.
Guys, personally, I know there are some people going on a solo dives. I personally don't think that's a good idea because of what we just mentioned. There are so many things can happen to you out there. I repeat, you can black out, you can become like into difficulties either because of a rope, a line, a fish, a current. You want to know that there's somebody either kind of able to get help or help you,
Right.
or so sometimes out there it's really a matter of seconds. So it's just safer to have a dive body, and yes, because there are incidents where people died and they were on solo dives, so there was nobody there that could have probably avoided if somebody would have been there.
Mm-hmm.
So personally, I recommend to everybody to definitely go with at least somebody out
Yeah.
there. Mhm. So Wayne, that's definitely what I suggest. Julian asked if you have any depth goals.
My depth goals, 'cause I don't have any depth goals for scuba, um, but my depth goal for free diving, because that's actually something I want to do a little bit more. I don't do it as much now because the people who I'm with are scuba divers, so
Mm,
it's a little tough to get out there to do free diving, but I do it when I can. But my thing is improving on my spirit on my free diving,
mhm,
and I would like to be at least able to get down to 60 feet at least,
mm.
free diving.
That shouldn't be a problem for you because
I don't think so. I've done 40,
yeah,
so
and your breath hold is not bad. That
yeah,
breath hold actually can get you to 60.
I got to get back up though.
And there's a thing which I actually experienced recently, which I did not experience before. So I was like, but they were telling me about it.
uh,
Is that sometimes the water, the current can take you down very easily.
uh,
But then when you want to get up,
Wrap up.
all of a sudden it's like you have to really
Struggle.
work and like almost struggle to get up.
Hmm.
So I got a little feel of that experience, and I was like, whoa, so this is something which is to be aware of, that a current can take you down and you all of a sudden like, oh, I'm down there so easy. And then number one, you might have not enough air left to get back
To get
up
back up, right?
with the struggle you actually having to get up. So you're struggling, you need more energy, plus
Yep.
you almost sudden you just far away and you're not getting there.
Hmm.
So that's why you should never like be like go down on your last breath kind of vibe. Like you're down there and you have almost no breath left. You should be very comfortable and have
Calm.
a good amount of breath left so that when you're coming back up, if there's anything holding you or current,
Yeah.
that you have enough mm,
To push through.
to push
Hmm.
through.
Hmm.
So there's a lot of things we learn out there in the waters. Julian say it's good to have a trusted knife. Yes, Julian, the
Oh
other day
yeah.
I just realized that my knife was very dull. So all of a sudden, man, sometimes you realize, you have your knife, and then all of a sudden, because I used the point to kill the fish, so I never really have to cut. And then the other
Okay.
day I was like, damn, that's not cutting anything. I need to sharpen it.
I
Hey,
usually have two.
yes, we have Star Tile. Got here late, paying the fine. Oh my God, Star Tide. All right, people, Star Tide just send me a super chat. Got here late, paying the fine. Nice to see you. Finally have a follow Mermaid guest. Guys, I'm telling you right now, Star Tile is the person who brought me on to StreamYard. He's like, girl, step up your game. Get on to StreamYard, right? So thank you,
Mhm.
StarTile. Guys, say thank you to StarTile because this great is thankful to him. And also he's like, invite people. So I was like, okay, let me do that. So StarTile, pick up yourself. He has a lot to do with my improvements here, and also be like, okay, I can invite people.
And he's a big part of the Get Jesse to St. Thomas Fund.
Yes, guys. And he also contributes to get myself to St. Thomas to go and dive with Salty Locs. Yes. All right, let me see. Good depth goes. We have that. Now that, ladies, I'm very interested in spearfishing. Where should I start? All right. Salty Locs, what do you have for Reggie Maxi is asking, ladies, I'm very interested in spearfishing. Where should I start? The fine question, ladies, is safe to swim at night.
My best recommendation is get with someone who's already doing that.
Mm-hmm.
That's your best way. When I started diving, although I had my brother, we used to go with like some beach diving groups. They know the area, they take you there, you learn from them.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the best ways.
I agree, absolutely. That's how I started, and I'm still a very newbie into this. And when I say newbie, you guys might feel say, "Oh, she's always out there," but yeah, no, I'm swimming with the guys. They're 10 years out there, 20 years out there, 30 years. Like I'm 2 years a little bit. This is nothing when it comes to diving, and it's not like I dive every day. Um, so yes, so I always go with experienced divers because it's very important. There's so many little errors you can do very quickly and easily, and a gun is a very dangerous thing. You can shoot somebody. Like you have to
Yeah.
know what you're doing, and you have to be very comfortable that when you have put your security on the gun, that you are not occupied with you actually swimming, that you always are very aware of where you're going. Gun is
Where
pointed.
you're going is point, right?
So when you are with other divers, this is something you have to really, and these guys drilled this into my head. Say, hey, what's your gun? Like, what's your gun? Your gun. So it's not something going, oh, yeah, And so you need an experienced diver to take you out and make sure. And then again, it's a body system. So you have somebody who take care of you and is watching you, that you're not making nothing, stupid. And guide you kind of through the whole thing. And like, so definitely. So in my case, you guys know, like Kwesi taught me a lot so Legend of the Blue taught me a lot, and it's small things like, the current, watch the current, learn how to read the sea, learn how to where dangers are. Like you go into a cave, have nothing where can hold, no lines on you, no little armbands, no, don't wrap up yourself onto the buoy. And then can be death traps, like quickly, because if you have your buoy on your belt and then you go under a rock, it doesn't need a lot, just couple of seconds for you not to be able to go into the direction where you want, and you have a shock situation, you lose your breath and panic, and a second of panic and you have no breath, is gone. So these are little things where an experienced diver will always kind of remind you to be aware of these little things, because they're talking of experience. So what you not seen and what you not know. So Julian, are you listening? Because I know you are out there and actually starting the buoy around your tummy. You know, so but if it's at the beach and it's the open water, yeah, but as soon you feel like you go under a rock, be aware of these things. um
You had a question earlier. What's the most tasty fish you think? I love red snapper. Dersaman asked.
mm, I know
What's
you.
the tastiest fish for you?
Well, for me, it's two. The snapper, I love snapper, but I love lionfish. So lionfish
Mhm.
and the snapper are they ranking number one with me. um yeah, so those two fish, I love them. I love barracuda. You eat barracuda?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, of course. You shoot them.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, right. Um, but how yeah, like okay, let's talk about quickly the barra. You are afraid of eating them, or you are testing them in a way, or what's your thing?
I do a little bit of, my mom does not eat barracuda for the life of her. She will not touch it because she grew up knowing that barracuda is poisonous.
Yeah.
So she refuses even after we eat it. And I'm like, no, she is not having it. So um when I first started spearfishing, like I said, I went out with someone who had been spearfishing for years, and you know his thing was don't shoot barracuda when it's really hot, like in the dead of summer, because
Mm-hmm.
that's when all the algae is growing. The barracuda eats the fish that eat the algae, and that's how the toxin comes about. And
Mm-hmm.
so one of my main things when I get barracuda, I don't get them too big.
Yeah.
Like they're pretty decent size sometimes, but I don't get them like gigantic monster barracuda.
Mm-hmm.
Um I do the whole make sure the flies actually are gravitating to it as well. I might even drop it in the ground and see if some ants, but the biggest thing for me is when I cook it, I don't eat a whole lot of it. I'll take
Yeah.
a one little serving the first day, make sure everything's good, and then you go in after that.
Yeah.
So I'm
Mm.
still I'm still careful about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yes, guys. So the smaller the barra, the less likely he was able to build up that
Hmm.
stuff. So that's kind of, but there's no guarantee.
There's
So
no guarantee.
don't like when you eat in a barra, guys, you are taking a risk. And
Yep.
we taking risk when we eat in barra. So that's kind of the message here, huh?
Yep.
You have never a full 100%
Right.
guarantee for not to get poisoned. Um, but yeah, we do eat bara and actually really love. In Jamaica, we kind of fry it and then have like an escovitch, like we have this onion type of
Oh
sauce
yes.
on it. Chef's kiss. I love it.
It reminds me a lot of kingfish. It's just more moist, in my
Yeah,
opinion. Yeah.
yeah, more moist, exactly.
Hmm. But as far as fish, that's a tough question for me to answer because I like all of them. But lionfish is up there, hogfish is up there. I really love schoolmaster snapper.
Mm-hmm.
Like putting that in the oven broil, that's like for me one of the sweetest snappers.
Mm,
um but there's just so many of them and I love them all.
yep, telling you. And then I guess some are nice steamed, some are get nice fried, some are
Oh
nice.
yeah,
They have all their little. Mm,
methods of cooking. Yep.
yes,
Hmm.
yes. What's your go-to method of fish cooking? You have anything where you kind of do?
The one that's the highest up, I would say blackened. So
Huh?
blackened.
What?
So it's like it's taking the different seasonings. It's basically the seasoning that's given into the flavor, and then you pretty much pan sear it, and
Uh-huh.
it's almost like not really Cajun style, but it gives you that same type of effect. I love blackened fish. So you would fillet it, You'd put your seasoning on it. I usually grab a blackened seasoning. There's one that I really like from Pepper Palace,
Mm-hmm.
and put it on the. Sometimes I'll use the one with the grill,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the best.
So wait, so blackened is a seasoning, or that's a fish, or that's
It's
a
no, so you can do it with pretty much any fish. I love to do it with hogfish is really good blackened. What else do I do? Almaco Jack is really good blackened.
Mm.
So basically, I would fillet the fish and cut it up into whatever, serving size that I want. Put the
Mm-hmm.
blackened seasoning on it, let it sit for a little bit, and then put it in the pan. You can pretty much pan sear it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
you should definitely try that.
I should try.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
it
a
gets you
video.
away from the frying,
Yeah.
gives you another option other than popping it in the oven or
Yeah.
steaming it. Yep.
I need to try it. I need to try it. You have a video where you're doing that?
Yeah. I have a blackened sheep's head. I did that
Hmm.
one with sheep's head is another good. Oh my god! You see, I can't narrow
Yeah,
it
right?
down. Sheep's head is so good. You know how they say everything tastes like chicken? Sheep's head tastes like chicken. It's just so meaty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I will ask you for that video. I want to see what you're doing there in the kitchen,
Okay.
and then maybe try it as well. Um, for me, what is this for me? I'm just a foodie. Like, just once it tastes nice,
Yeah.
roast, fry. I must say, I just love fry, but you know, the healthy side of me always I don't need to fry again.
Yes.
So
Yes.
definitely, I will actually just light the fire outside and get it roast on the fire. So I
Mm.
like roast the fish as well.
The blacking gives you that nice flavor.
Aye.
Yeah.
How's your internet connection so far? I don't want to break while I'm in the middle of the live stream. All right, John, see, hear you. So far, all is well. And yes, guys.
You have another one here. Is it safe to swim at night?
Oh,
The Baker's Five. Yes, it is. I feel like it's safe to swim at night. I've never had a problem in the nighttime. Of course, you can't see as much as you can see in the day. So, do I know whether there's a shark
yeah,
10
sure.
feet away? I might never know. I can only see what my flashlight allows me to see. But I mean, it's so nice to swim at night. It's
Mhm.
just you get to see so many things, because your vision is focused. A lot of things come out at night. You have the eyes of the shrimp sparkling, the lobster sparkling under the light. So you turn your light off, you get the bioluminescence floating around in the ocean. It's it's a magical place at nighttime.
My first night dive, I thought, like, wow, am I crazy to jump into this dark hole? Like, my first time jumping off the boat, I was like, where are we going?
Where
So we were out there. That was cool. Like the boat in the night, and then
nighttime.
going out there. And when we arrived, like this is the location, and then like it's just so dark, guys,
Hmm.
dark. And
Well,
we
you
went
did.
out there, and I really had to be like take my I don't know my braveness and then say, all right, guys, you get so far, like you gotta
Hmm.
jump in now. And it was scuba diving. So that was my first
Mm.
night scuba diving.
Well, I eased into it because I went pretty much. It was like sunset, so you
Oh.
still have that little bit of light. You can go down without using the flashlight, and then you allow your eyes to adjust to the incoming
Mm.
darkness. I have done straight up nighttime diving, but that's now. I do that now.
Mhm.
But the very first night dive, it was me walking into on from a beach dive into the sun maybe is just about to start to go down, so you get that last bit of maybe 15 minutes or so before it actually gets dark.
Yes. So Startile is asking, Salt, you mentioned they took the spear gun away from you when you came to Jamaica. I'm bringing a 2 feet spear gun and plan on putting it in my suitcase. so they don't take it from me. What do you think?
Oh, that's a tough one. So they told me I needed an import permit.
Mhm.
What it looks like apparently that triggered it. Well, I had my case, my sports tube is what it's called. So
Mhm.
it's a long case, protected rubber that holds the guns. So they wanted to check to see what was inside, and I was told by one of them that if it did not have a trigger, I would not have been stopped. So
Ah.
you take that how you please.
If you can unset it
Yeah.
and just bring the parts and then set it back together,
Yeah.
start tile if that's possible, then that's probably the safest way on doing it and not walking into any risk, I guess. Because
Mm.
yes, definitely what is Julian saying? Your best is to break it down so it doesn't look like a gun or go through the progress of getting an import license. So
Right.
yeah, so that's the thing now. That wouldn't make sense to go through an import license because that's another whole thing. Um,
They didn't even answer the phone. The number that they gave me.
hey,
I
I
was
had actually a problem to get my pole spare in,
mhm.
but I have like I have a fishing license. So and thanks God I had that because it's
Well,
because I had a fishing license. The customs were holding back the gun and
mhm,
it was a back and forth and I had to send them a copy of my license and blah blah blah. And then with the letter,
mhm.
people love letter, you see. With another letter, I then they released my pole spare.
See, I was able to get the pole spare though. The pole spare came in with no problem.
My friends all brought in pole spare, so it kind of depends on the mood of the officer, which you never know who is
Yeah.
there. At
Yeah.
for some reason, they did held back my pole spare. The letter from they Julian they sent me to, well, customs said I need to contact fisheries Ministry of Fisheries blah blah, and deal with them, and then I needed a letter from them, and then they asked me, well, do I have a license blah blah, so I sent them a license. They said no problem. I sent the license. They then gave the letter and that went to customs, and then that's how I got my pole spare.
Wow.
But yeah, so that was good. I had my license. But imagine all that for a pole spear. So you can imagine with a spear gun.
Yeah, not
Did
having
you
it.
ever get your gun back on the way out when you left?
Yes, I did. They said it wouldn't be a problem. When we got there, it seemed like it might be a problem. But I had a paper that they had given me when they took it. So we did get it back,
Okay, good.
thankfully.
So that's not
I,
bad, Star Child. So you can try it, and then if they hold it back, well, then you just take it back when you go back, and then try a different way.
but I'll tell you what, they walked me all the way to the area where it actually goes on the belt because yeah, they were not giving it a chance to go anywhere else.
Oh man, that's serious. Um, it's weird. I wonder if how it would work if you send it with a barrel, if that would be better. But I think it still comes down to on how you say um take it apart if it's possible. I guess that would be the best way to do it.
I mean, if it's gonna go in his suitcase and the suitcase is not gonna get searched, then he might be okay. But it's a risk.
Risk. It's a definitely a risk. But yeah. So yeah, that's the thing with these guns. Um, I
So
mean, the other
basically,
option is the other
the part
option
that
is,
looks like the trigger is, like I said, what they were like. It's no way it's going in.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
And then depending on the gun, that might be not easy to.
right. Because you can't break, like my gun is it was too long to break down to pull into pieces anyway.
No, yeah.
It wouldn't have fit into my bag.
The other option, Star Tile, we have like Spearhouse Jamaica, they selling spear fishing equipment. You would have to maybe make a price check and see what the cost is of actually buying a gun out here versus going through the hustle or versus the gun you're having, and see if that would maybe be an option. If you're not getting through, maybe an option is to buy one out here and then assemble it. That's how I did. I bought my gun. I assembled. The guys assembled it. I got the parts and had the guys to assemble the gun for me. So I got the
Mm.
handle, then the barrel, then this, everything separate, and then put it together. Yeah.
So all your parts were from Jamaica, or you
Mhm.
you ordered? Okay.
So that's the cheaper way of doing it. It's still, if you buy the parts, it's cheaper than to buy like the gun. That's the
Mm.
most expensive way.
Mm.
The gun, yeah. So it's
Okay.
cheaper to assemble it and get the buy the parts, and then a lot of people also they make their gun, like everything they make it.
Yeah.
They just buy the handle and they make the barrel. They make everything else.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, even the handle, there's some like fully homemade guns, everything. Yeah, they're very creative.
Oh
Some people,
yeah.
yeah, man.
Definitely seen the creativity. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Julian, you need a local fishing license. Yes, Julian, you need a license. Yeah, you need a license to buy a gun. But I could help out with that start tile if that would be an option for you. Definitely, I can help you with that if you need to buy something out here. Then that wouldn't be a problem. Yes, lovely, lovely guys. I love it, love it. I realize the Caribbean fish different from the state. What I realize is that the Caribbean fish are different from the state. Really? You have a lot of different fish over in Florida versus
Um,
Caribbean?
no, I wouldn't say so. What I can say is we don't really see a lot of Goliath grouper in St. Thomas,
Mm,
but the fish that I'm seeing up here is pretty much the fish that's in St. Thomas as well.
mm. Yeah, I think we're well, I guess we're in America, but definitely I guess Florida,
Florida's close
still
enough.
Caribbean, Gulf
Hmm.
Mexico kind of same
Yeah.
waters are similar.
Yeah, maybe if you get up to like the Carolinas or something,
It starts to,
yeah, starts changing a little bit. Getting a little bit of colder water.
yeah.
Mhm.
I finally got my 3 millimeter jacket, so I'm ready for the
You
winter.
ready? All
Yes,
right.
yes. Oh my God! Speaking of breath hold, like cold water can compromise your breath hold. I could be like,
Hmm.
I need so cold. Oh my God, I cannot wait. But it feels a little stiff, but I will see. But
You'll
I'm glad
break
I
in. You'll
have
break
three.
it in.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh man, last year, man, I was so cold one time out of my lips went blue. Oh. And you're so far out, like it's like, oh man. I was
Especially
like,
on a boat. On a boat with the wind, there's nothing to
mm,
shelter you from the. Oh
no,
wow.
no. Oh man,
Wintertime is something else.
it's something else. I know these Europeans listening to us and saying, like, what are you talking about?
Right? It's true.
What winter? Yes, we're talking
Yes.
about winter experience here, and it's valid. It
Yes.
feels cold.
Island
Oh,
girl, man. I love the heat.
telling you, Salty, where are you at in Florida? And did you get hit with the hurricane?
I'm in
Start time.
South Florida in like the Fort Lauderdale area, so we did not get hit by the hurricane. You know, when it was on the way, we got a lot of wind and rain, but it took a turn to the northwest area, so
Mhm.
all
Nice.
good here.
Thanks God. Because this man, that looked like a real beast. I was like,
Yeah.
damn. I know. I mean, you see the aftermath on some areas, you'll be like, damn,
Yep.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Tuesday night when it was on the way from Cuba area, we got some tornado warnings. and some tornadoes touch down in a city just a little ways away from me. Some of the it moved the airplanes, the private airport kind of moved the
Mm-hmm.
airplanes and stuff like that. So it can get crazy, but we fared okay.
Ooh,
No real damage.
no real damage. I think
Yeah.
I saw a video of that tornado.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, guys. All right. So I am here in the live chat with Salty Locs. She is a YouTuber. I'm repeating that in case you joined and didn't hear that part. So she's a YouTuber, and as you can see here, her channel is Salty Locs. I will also leave it in the description of this live stream, so you can just click on the link, head over there, subscribe to her channel, and support the channel. We are young YouTubers, and we can need any support, right?
Yep.
Yes, head over to her channel, show her some love, and yeah, that's how we do it. So, guys, last question is now, and then we slowly closing off. Also, Cyclops, if you have a last question, you guys ask now, and then we slowly ending this live stream. What is the technique for someone to last longer on the water? Salty, do you like to dive freshwater or salt water?
Well, I've dove freshwater. That's fun.
Mm.
But I did that up north, not way north, but North Florida. We have springs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little different, You don't have the buoyancy
Yeah.
that you have in salt water. So things change, your equipment changes, and how you dive changes. The water is cold
Mm-hmm.
in the spring waters, but it's fun. It's nice. There's different fish, to see. There's different things to see, because that particular one that I went into was a cavern. So it
Mm.
was good to be able to go through, all those things with the flashlight and to really light up the place. And it was
Oh,
very
nice.
interesting. Yeah.
You get to shoot some freshwater fish.
No, I did not. It wasn't that kind of party. I don't even know if they allow fishing. I don't know if I don't think they allow spear fishing in that. It's called Devil's Den where I
Oh,
went. Yeah. I don't think they allow spear fishing.
okay, okay. And then technique for someone to last longer underwater. Ooh, that's a big question. That's probably going to be a little difficult to kind of answer, as in well, what I say, there are definite techniques. So there are techniques to improve your breath hold. There are different techniques out there. You can even Google them. Um, or you can, there are courses for free diving where you can learn how to maximize your volume. So you have techniques to do that, like how you inhale and build up more volume, so that when you go down you have more air, like you can
Yep.
store air in in the belly, in the chest, in here. So they will explain that very good, those specialists. And then how you do that, that's a whole thing. um Yes, and that by the way, I did a free diving course, and from, like, without the course, where I was, let's say I was at 20 seconds when I first time did it. I went through the techniques of going through the cycle of what you do, the pre-prep, and then the breath hold techniques, and I went to a minute.
Mm.
So it's very powerful.
Oh
Like
yeah.
what you learn in a free diving course is very impressive. There are some free stuff on YouTube as well. Um, but the course definitely will show you in a good way how to improve your breath hold.
Hmm.
So yeah, there are techniques definitely to hold your breath longer. And then the clearing of the ears, there's just, is what goes with the course is understanding actually what's happening with your body, like what's happening with
Mechanics.
your ears, what's happening with your
Hmm.
breath hold, what affects that. And once you understand all these things, you become more efficient every time, you know. So yeah,
And
did
just practice, practice, practice.
Guys, at the end, like with many sports, or like with all sports, is practice. Practice, and especially diving. That's something, do not force it. Do not force it. The injury you can get on your ears will take too long to get repaired. You can really, really hurt yourself if you force the blockage. If you get a blockage and you force it a little bit, that will can really mush up your ears.
Mm.
So yeah, it takes
Even while
time.
you have sinus problems, a
Sinus
cold,
problems.
all of that stuff messes with you.
Hmm. So it's not like you go to the gym and like, oh yeah, so now I'm pumping more and I just pump every day. No, with the diving, it needs time and patience, and it's a gradually, slowly, your body gets better and better, and you improve. You cannot force it. You cannot force it.
Yes, I plan to do one of those freediving courses soon.
Yeah, you should do the one in Jamaica.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah, they have
good.
it once a year by David Lee every year. So it's
Ah,
like a little camp. So they have so it's fun. It's so fun. So their property is so cool. So they have a pool and they have, they have the gym. So everything is just
mm,
perfect, and it's near to Blue Lagoon. So they have the free diving
the
platform
platform,
with
right?
the line, so that you have everything is there. And then of
Nice.
course you also have the fun part where you then go on your own and you can, do your thing. And then he's also a professional camera guy, so you will also get some good footage.
Video, nice.
Good video. So definitely the Jamaican free diving class, I can highly, highly, highly recommend it to everybody because of the what you learn,
Hmm.
the location, beautiful. And so that makes, I think, the Jamaican freediving course class very super cool. Yeah.
Mm.
Nice
And you
location.
said you went from 20 seconds to a minute?
Yeah.
Nice. That's a big improvement.
I like that blew me away. I was like, no way. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
I think I die after 20 seconds. Like, I'm like, oh my God. So I was convinced I am. I don't know. That's just not for me. I cannot do it.
Yeah.
I cannot hold my breath. And and then I did all of that, and just went there, and then you go through these things, and you learn. You just
You
learn
learn
what
about it. Yeah.
the
The
urge,
reflex.
and the
Hmm.
reflexes, and there's a lot of things to learn about yourself and these things. And then all of a sudden, like even now when I'm out and I have all these, you know,
Hmm.
the calmness now because of what it is, that alone, the mental ability right now has changed to not panic, like to do
Yep.
it. Yeah, you're still good. You're good.
Mm.
Go up.
Still got
Yeah.
a few more seconds. What
so
a
so
little bit of education can do, right?
I'm telling you, because that urge feels so real. Like
Hmm.
it feels like life or death. Like
Right. Right.
that's it. So there's something you will learn, and very interesting. So yeah. Hey, Lieben, greetings. Salty Locs, is your laptop battery charging or are you using a desktop computer? John C. Hey, John C.
I
Has,
want a
has,
laptop.
has what else? What other question you have, John C? Yay, Lieben. Cha cha cha. Big up yourself. High five, virtual high five. Big up yourself, Lieben. We're here with Salty Locs. And I got a super chat. I love it. Good night, Bonnie. Yeah, Julian, John C. Daddy, blessings. Do we have any? No, I think we're good. Good night, ladies. Chat. Blah blah blah. Yeah. All right, Lieben. Do you have a question? Because I'm slowly gonna close off. I said salty like 15 minutes. I can answer a couple of questions, and then I'm not gonna hold you too long. Just a quick thing. Now we are
You see
chatting
how that
away.
turned out? I'm here for it, though. I'm here for it.
I thought both your batteries are dying. No, John C. We oh, watching me now. I'm looking at my battery.
You gotta make sure.
John C, that's hilarious. I was like, John C, what are you talking about? I'm plugging in because I'm a boat. It's on the reserve.
Mm-mm-mm.
John C, you have special powers.
So Jesse, what's your most memorable dive so far?
Most memorable dive. So what can I actually plug out here? Um, Most memorable dive. Most memorable dive. Uh,
I know it's a lot to choose from. It's hard.
it's hard.
Yeah.
So they are like memorable in different ways. Like there's
Hmm.
things where I definitely like shooting my first fish. That was just something. But then seeing my first shark, that was like, wow, and it's so big. And I'm like, oh,
Hmm.
all of a sudden the ocean is so da da. But then I had this one time that was scuba diving where I saw this big stingray, which I actually thought is a manta ray because it was so big. But
Okay.
then eventually, they were like, no, no, it's a big
It's a regular stingray.
calm down, girl. But
Mm.
like it was just this huge carpet coming towards me, and I was like,
Yeah.
what? Like it's so impressive. It's so impressive. And I want to go like whale watching, and sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm
Oh,
jumping
that
there.
would be
But
fun.
you
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
I haven't actually really, except that stingray, I haven't really encountered anything so big yet in the water. So I'm like, girl, you better get ready, to see something huge. It's very impressive. It's extremely impressive. Um, what else? Uh,
The first time I had a manta ray swim by me, my GoPro was dead.
oh no.
It was pretty big. it
So that was a manta.
was a manta ray for sure. Yeah, it had the shape, the scooped nose and all of that stuff. Yeah, but
Ooh.
I unfortunately I wasn't able to catch it on camera.
Mm. And guys, every time I go dive and I see a stingray or I see a turtle close, I'm like excited. Like I'm like, it's like dolphin. Like I swam with dolphins. Like this happiness feeling. Like, eh. So I get that. I get that a lot out there when I get to encounter these amazing animals.
Have
So
you
yeah.
encountered dolphins in a while?
No,
Okay.
never. I want to. Oh my god, that must be so amazing.
I mean, I haven't either, not really. We've seen them from the boat and I've jumped in to try to, but it was still far enough away that I could barely, I got it on camera, but barely, I just could not
Mm.
get close enough. They would swim with us while we were on the boat and you'd see them going up and down, but that's the only time I have never actually seen them while in the water. I'm hoping that it happens one day.
No, the other day I saw a YouTuber. She was in the water, and all of a sudden it's like a school, like a
A
big, like
school of them. Oh,
school
wow.
of them, and they're just around her. And I was like, oh God, like
That
I
would be
would,
nice.
I would, I don't know. You couldn't talk to me again, like
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think you could speak to me for a week. Like I would
For
just be like,
sure.
stop me.
That would be lovely.
Yeah.
I still get excited when I have a really large school of the little tiny fish like minnows swimming around me. So imagine some dolphin. Whew.
See, actually, that is a video which coming out. So there was
Mhm.
this school of, I don't know if it was jack. It looked like jackfish.
Like little
A
jacks.
lot of them,
Mhm.
and like they were just like circling around us. And I feel so special. What are you
Yeah,
guys doing here?
it's
I
true.
was like
Yeah.
there, and they were not moving. Like they were with us. Like I'm there, and they were just, So I was in the school of all these little baby fish, and they were just hanging there. And the thing is, like you there, seeing nothing, and you go so boom,
Boom. Right.
like,
Right.
and same. They were. It's amazing. It's
It's the wonder of diving, man.
yeah,
That
man.
that's what I'm in it for.
Mm-hmm.
You can never leave without a story.
Salty Locs, you ever got muscle cramp while diving? Oh, I got both legs
Oh
muscle cramp.
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Last question.
Definitely. It's not fun. That is not fun. You know, when I scuba dive, if I do three tank dive, by the third tank, I will definitely get a cramp. At least one.
Mm.
Or I'll get the feeling that one is coming, and if you move just a little too much to the left, the one you're gonna catch one. You
Oh,
know, and it doesn't matter how much I hydrate. I overhydrate for 2 days, and
no.
still, yeah, it's very taxing on your body. It
It
is.
is, it is, it
Mhm.
is. And yeah, it's the deficiency in vitamins which you might have. You never know, but
Mhm.
like the magnesium and things, you it's basically something you have to really. It's almost like a treatment you will have to go through, because this is something like over, like, I don't know, a treatment of 2 months or so, where we take the supplements to really
Right.
replenish your especially when I had phases of a lot of cramps, then I was like, okay, I need to, you know, get my supplements for a
Mhm.
period of time, and then you can improve.
And
So that's what I
it
did.
happened more in the beginning too. I think like even changing from regular fins to the long fins,
Yeah,
getting your legs used to it and all that stuff, just building up that.
yeah, yeah. So definitely, I mean, it depends. There are different sorts of cramps a little bit. Some are just maybe because of different factors quickly coming together and you have a cramp, but then can get more chronical, like every time a certain time you will have a cramp, then you definitely will have to go more into the vitamin, look
Right.
into your vitamin, look into supplements. Maybe then you definitely will have to look into that next to just hydrating. Of course, hydrating, that's like a no-brainer, but the supplements, maybe you have to add that. Yeah, man,
Add
I had
some.
cramps in both foots, but like, I'm mermaid. Like, for game we would like only one arm, swim only with one. You can only swim with one foot.
You
Like that
figure it
was
out.
what we used to play. All right, so
Hmm.
it doesn't phase me. Like, if I don't can use my both legs, I can use
Yeah,
my
you
arm.
push through it. You push through
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not a big deal
I'm
now.
very
Yeah.
comfortable. So, but yeah.
Do what
It's
you can to be able to reach and just pull, stretch it out. That's the most you can do.
yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Startel
Um,
asks, said you do a great job editing your videos. What do you shoot with a GoPro, and what is your editing software? Yes, Startel, I do shoot with a GoPro. Some of my land footage is with my iPhone, but the underwater footage is with a GoPro, and I use Adobe Premiere Pro for editing.
mhm. And what do you use for your thumbnail?
For my thumbnail, I started out using Photoshop, but I use Canva mostly now.
Mm. But you know how to use Photoshop?
Yeah, I used Photoshop years ago. Yeah, I have an IT background, so like that kind of stuff kind of came easy to me. Although it's very time consuming,
Mm.
yeah, it came a little easier to me. But Canva is great. It takes out all the extra time that you would need to really dial down on graphics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like cutting out something is just
right,
like.
right.
Hmm.
They
Yeah,
make it a lot easier.
I use Canva as well. Mm, but I don't know. There's a limitation to it, which I don't like. So I started to use PixArt. I
Hmm.
don't know if you heard of PixArt. So PixArt has like you can if you cut, you can also, what do you call, like, merge. You can, with PixArt you actually can merge two images,
Okay.
which you cannot do with Canva. Canva is either cutting out, or if you want to work with two pictures, that's it.
Yeah,
Art,
you can't blend
you
in
can lay,
Canva.
you can blend, you
Hmm.
can actually do that with PixArt. So that's
Hmm.
actually more. So I'm kind of cheating on Canva now, and I'm more on PixArt.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta
Because
do.
that feature there is, and it's they set up the same way, basically the same layout, everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Heard of it, but I never used it.
yeah, the merging thing is just it's very convenient, because sometimes I just have two picture I want to put together, and
Yeah.
or get the plate or something of the food or so like into the picture as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in those cases, I've used Photoshop.
Photoshop, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud of your courage. Also give us great values. Have fun. Thank you, Rigi.
Reggie.
Oh, sorry, I'm butchering your name.
Reggie
Salty
Maxi.
Locs. Tell your shark can be very dangerous. How many times have you been eaten by a shark while spearfishing or scuba diving? She's never been eaten. She's here in the live stream. John C. Salty, have you ever gotten muscle cramp? No, we have that. All right. Good.
Never been nipped at. One of the ways that I kind of, because I never really had a fear. Like we talked about earlier, you never really know how you would function with a shark being. But I went on a shark dive on purpose, and so
In a cage?
yeah, I went, no, not in a cage, out in the
Oh,
open.
oh.
Yeah, and it was lemon shark. So I had like maybe about 4 lemon sharks swimming around me for like at least a half an hour.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where was that?
That was up here in Florida, in Jupiter, Florida.
So they have no teeth, or how they just there?
Of
Like,
course, they have teeth. I mean, this is in the wild. We were
I know
out on a
what.
we went on a charter boat, went out into the ocean, and basically he had chum. He had fish from I guess they probably caught the day before or so, and they put it in the freezer. He took a those crates, and he like grated the fish against the crate just so that there could be some chum in the water, and
Yeah.
made noises because apparently sharks are attracted to noises as well.
Oh,
And yeah, and a couple of them came out from hiding, and they just swam around us and around us, and I have a video of that.
I mean, I always watch those shark videos with Ramsey and with Kelly
Mm-hmm.
and all these people, and I'm just like, wow. So yeah, I mean, I think I would love to go shark diving as well, like the way they do it.
Yeah, there's all these things that they told you, like you wear all black, make sure your fins or anything else that you're wearing doesn't have any like color on it and stuff
Yes.
like that. And that's it. The guy was there and he brought them out, and they just swam around. They weren't feeding them, but they were enticing them with I guess, the scent and smell of fish.
Right, right.
Hmm.
Interesting.
So that was kind of cool. It was about like 4 lemon sharks. I want to say about
And
four of
a
them. And they were
good
good size
size.
too. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mean, they come under me, around me, over me, like left side of me, right side. Yeah, I have
Oh my
really good
God, that
footage
was
of that. Yeah.
impressive.
Hmm.
Oh man. So that's the thing. Like when I hear, I watch a lot of videos. I'm always like, would I be like, how
Yeah.
do I react?
Yeah.
But so it's funny. Okay. Oh, by the way, so I was like, shark. But when I went scuba diving, that's actually when I had my first shark encounter ever. I have never encountered a shark, and then I went scuba diving, and then I was like, a shark! Like I was so excited that I finally get to see a shark.
To
No,
see one. Hmm.
figure that like me, like everyone this direction and I'm this direction. I'm like, I want the footage.
Yeah. Yeah. We wired a little differently.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man. So I was like, yo, this is so cool. And it was a nurse shark. Um, but it was not bigger than me. And maybe
Mhm.
that also. So it was I
Okay.
you know,
Hmm.
I think once they are whatever is bigger than you, then it
Yes.
starts to feel
It
different.
can be a little intimidating.
Intimidating.
Yes, but I still haven't walked across the water for any of them. But it can be a little intimidating seeing something that big.
Even speaking of intimate being like, so we have no boat, right? So most of the
Hmm.
time we swim out.
Hmm.
And one of the in the very beginning, you always have your head down and your head down. And then one time I kind of look up and I was like so far away from land. I just land on here. And all of a sudden I'm like, all of a sudden it felt
Panic
so
setting.
huge, everything. And I'm like, girl, calm down. You're okay. I for a quick second I felt very intimidated. All of a sudden, I don't know where this
Hmm.
came from. of it felt so huge, like being so far away from land in the ocean and nothing there.
Mhm.
And I was, it doesn't happen to me again, but
Was that early on?
it was fairly early on.
Mhm.
And it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, just look back now. And I was just like, and I just like I put my head back in the water and focus on, the diving
Relax yourself.
and relax yourself. Yes. But I found it interesting that, this intimidation can come out of nowhere sometimes. And, from either being in the ocean, open water, or just a big fish or a big
Mhm.
whatever, you know. So interesting.
People think like that already, even before they go diving. It's like, I can't be in this big ocean, I'm the tiny little speck far away from the land, and they psych themselves out.
I always heard people, oh, the ocean deeply. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, and what are you talking about? Let's go. And then, and I've been out there, but it was probably always on a boat and then jump out.
Mm.
But in that moment, there was nothing there. We swam out, like we just swam so far.
Mhm.
And then I was just,
And you looked up, and that was it.
and all of a sudden I felt like, oh, where am I? Like it felt huge. It
Yeah.
felt huge. For some reason that day, that moment, I felt the grandness of the
Yeah.
ocean.
Yeah.
And I just tucked my head back into the water and I was like, yeah. Oh man.
Let the water ease your anxiety.
And it perfect. Like
Mm-hmm.
immediately. Even when it gets very choppy,
Mm-hmm.
or wavy, as soon or you feel like, oh my god, it feels like a storm, I put my head back in the water and
Yep.
peace,
Calm. Yep.
calm. So it helps.
True.
All right, my people, so this is definitely my longest live stream, but this is because I have this lovely
Is
lady on
it
the live
really?
stream. Yes,
What?
yes. I usually close off in 2 hours.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But this
Okay.
is
So
actually
good.
cool, guys. This is cool. You guys have been great here in the chat. Did I miss anything? No, I think we are good. Have we answered all your questions? Photoshop make this ex photographer feel like a short bus rider. Yeah. I wish I want to learn more about Photoshop. Definitely. Hopefully one day I can learn. But right now I'm occupied with learning editing, so there's so much more you
That's a
can do.
whole other thing.
There's so much to improve, so much little things you can improve on ding. But again, this right now the views are down, so I'm a little annoyed by YouTube and all of that. So so you think, you can, oh, I got it now. Now I understand this thing.
Then right. And then the next one.
Nonsense. And then it's like, oh man, I thought I figured it out. And then again, so it's up and down, up and down. But I must say, I did not like the community, like the people I meet, the community of the subscribers, the live streams, the way like they engage and they talk. That's like on no other platform I see this or have experienced. So I really love this. Like-minded people and meeting cool people. It's
All the
cool
platforms have their own, their own thing.
thing.
And I pretty much I try to put something on all of them, but YouTube is the one I'm trying to,
We want to win on YouTube.
Yeah,
people.
I gotta win on YouTube.
Yeah, man, the bakers. So guys who try to see me or meet me, the best thing is to send me an email. That's the best thing. Send me an email. The social media thing is not so good. I sometimes see it late. I sometimes don't see it, and all of that. But the email is the best. Send me an email with your dates and where in Jamaica you are, and then And then I still cannot promise, but if then it happens that it we can arrange to be, we are all in the same area, and it happens that I don't know, doing something, then yeah, we can link up, definitely. So email it is. And my email is in my contact. YouTube about section, you see my contact. Yes, again, guys, go over to Salty Locs. I put her YouTube link in the description. Go over there, show her some love, go and subscribe, and like her videos, and leave a comment, and all these lovely things. And the notification bell, guys. Notification bell is very important. The
Hit that
notification bell, so
notification
you
bell.
know when we upload anything. All right. Anything you want to say to end this vlog? No, not vlog. This live stream.
This live. Don't let your fear hold you back. Get out, venture out of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what's on the other side.
Very nice. I love that. Guys, that's very the definitely something I live by. You know, the world belongs to the brave. Go out there, try new
True.
things, and you know, just do it. All right. This is it
Do it.
for yes. Was very nice. Thank you guys for joining the live stream tonight with Salty Locs. And I catch you guys next week, same time, Thursday at 7:30. And guys, watch the videos. All right. Salty Locs, thanks for being in the live stream.
Good night, everyone. Oh, we got one more question. Where exactly is your country? I'm from St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. It's just south of Puerto Rico. It's at the top of the archipelago islands.
And one day I'll go
And
there.
one day we're gonna get Jess there so she can shoot some big fish.
Because she says, and she said there, like when she saw our water, she's like, girl,
Oh man.
girl, that's nothing. So I'm just happy I can practice and practice so that at least when I visit you, I'm a good diver, like a good shooter.
Yes, we have to get Jessica to St. Thomas.
I'm telling you,
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Awesome. Guys,
All right.
you rock. All right. Big up on yourself. Yes. Take care. I'm ending this live stream right now. Love you all. One love and take care.
Good night.
All right. Bye-bye. Ending the